Alright, we're back from Madoka Magica episode 4. Finally got the pink lights. I keep forgetting to change it to pink. It's usually just blue. I feel like pink matches the theme better. I don't know. Blue's also darker. Maybe I'll set to like dark pink or something next time. I don't know. Anyways, what's happening? Episode 3 ended off. Homura defeated the witch in some weird fashion, right? Because we didn't actually... It doesn't look like she was doing anything. She was kind of just like hopping all over the place, like warping, causing explosions somehow. But she did look pretty badass doing it. So I think it's safe to say she was stronger than Mommy. Or I don't know. Was Mommy just too distracted or something? She was too happy that she finally made a friend or something. I don't know. But Homura knew. Homura actually knew that she couldn't defeat it. So no. She got the grief seed. Sayaka's like, give that back. It's Mommy's. But you guys aren't... Homura's like, you guys aren't magical witches, so I can't give this to you. That was the grief seed, right? What happened to her soul gem? Did it like explode? I don't remember if they showed that last episode. Kind of things going on in the background. Some weird shit with the mom and her work. Conversation with the dad about dreams can become reality. Sayaka's, I don't know, I'm assuming older brother, dude in the hospital. Something's going on there, and her wish might end up being tied to him. QB still being sus. He kind of just wants to switch gears right away. I mean, honestly, I don't really blame him. Even if he isn't sus, he's just been doing this for a long time that, you know, maybe he's just desensitized to it. I don't know, it's whatever. Teacher doing some weird shit. Teacher might end up in despair after getting rejected 1,000 times. Or I don't know. She just said she was having troubles. Maybe she's just bitching out and then she's actually the one that's rejecting people. No Hitomi last episode, but ending song last episode was different. Showed Madoka running into the darkness. There was somebody there with a long ponytail. Am I just forgetting who that was supposed to be? I don't know. There could be another player involved, right? Because there's still like the weird shit of the connection between how does Homura know or something. I don't know. I barely slept last night. My head still hurts. Hopefully my head doesn't explode trying to watch this episode. I don't know. Let's just get into it. Okay, we're still at the hospital. Yeah, we gotta know what the aftermath, right? Because like some crazy shit could have happened. Dude's gone. 2 chairs here. Interesting. I don't know. You guys said to analyze everything, every camera angle, everything. Dude, I'm gonna fucking count how many fucking blades of grass there are outside. How many leaves. Okay. Wait, we're... Okay. Dude, this is the weirdest hospital. I think I said last episode. I don't know. My 1% theory, crazy idea. We're kind of... Everything looks weird because everything is a labyrinth. I don't know how this is going to work. Maybe like the timeline that we saw in episode 1 actually did happen. Madoka wants power, right? I don't know. Maybe we're living in someone's dream or something. I don't know. We're living in some like illusion. I don't know. We're just throwing that out there. Difficult mental condition. Okay. Accident. Okay. Something in common with Mommy? Is there going to be something else in common with Mommy afterwards too? Kyosuke. She was debating about using her wish on him, right? But for some reason, we're just not going with the idea. We just cure him. So surely it's deeper than that. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. Kind of weird sounds playing there, but... You know, I'm trying to like come in my head like I mean there's a lot of justifications for what she's talking about, right? Like why would he be unhappy after being cured? I don't know. I'm not sitting here and think about how to put it into words, but we could justify it. I didn't know. Okay, wait, past tense. Okay, she's talking past tense. Okay, episode titles: Miracles and Magic Do Exist. Also, yeah, she's holding a black cat. There's something else that needs to, like Homura didn't indicate that she was contracted to QB. So like I keep saying, maybe there's another thing, black hat. Madoka was also hugging the black cat in Nopi, right? Also, we're back in the house. All right, we said we're gonna fucking count every fucking blade of grass here, every fucking tree. Nah, huh? Okay, mom, little bro. Yo, looks like fucking QB's eye. It's just a circle though. Yeah, she's still fucked up. Yellow like mommy's hair. Oh my god. Huh? Was there? I don't know. I'm like too hypersensitive to everything. Was her voice? Her voice sounded a little weird there. Dude, do these fucking colors matter? Pink, yellow, blue. That's us, right? I don't know. The Sayaka's hair is blue, right? Red, green. Who's red? Homura? Green? Hitomi? No. Yeah. No. Your egg reminds me of my dead best friend. Not best friend. Wait. Okay. 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 Yeah. That's the thing, right? She's able to kind of just change gears right away. I mean, she's obviously mentally fucked up too, but that's we kind of get that out of her personality. She's quicker to action, and that includes moving on. Of course. Yeah. Okay, wait. Okay. Desk missing. There was like... Okay, Homura's here. Ponytail girl? This was her, right? From episode 1? Who else fits the fucking bill? I don't know. Oh my god. It's kind of funny, right? Like, this is like 2011. I don't know. I guess, like, at the time, most people that are watching anime are probably like around millennial age, right? And there's this kind of notion, like, whatever she's talking about. But there's so many people that are, like, now above 30 that are kind of in her situation. I don't know. It's just funny. She's giving us some looks. I still think she's on our side. Did we even take note? What the fuck's this shit on his back? I don't know. Okay, crazy OST. Because you are. It's a fucking labyrinth. People, like, I don't know, did the school... What's everyone else's reaction to mommy just disappearing? Is this what she's implying? Like, nobody's even, like... Well, I know she's, like, in a different grade, different class. But... I don't know. There was that desk missing from our class, too, right? Maybe that's the fucking... No, there was another ponytail girls. That's because no one knows. Yeah. Maybe you are. Yeah. Okay. What about wishes? Yo, get the fuck off my screen! I know I paused it, but... Yeah, did she say anything? She just didn't say anything. Okay, she didn't say anything. Fair. Yeah. Episode titles? Miracles, right? I don't know, what could be a miracle here? We did think about, right? Like, using the wish to resurrect her. But then we also keep saying, right? Like, this might be like monkey paw situation. Where we kind of resurrect her, but not in the way that we want. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. At first I was like, interesting question, but okay. This makes sense where she's going with this. Homura. Homura's here. Right. There's that too. It's like, it's kind of a semi-competition, right? We still didn't talk about what exactly the rewards are. Right? Kibi's, or Mommy, one of them said, there's rewards for taking out witches. That transfer student. Okay. Rewarded. Basically pressuring us to become magical girls? Yo, what the fuck? No. Well, his voice just got like super high pitched out of nowhere. It's unfortunate, but I can't. I mean, you are. What the hell? What are you talking about? He told me. No. Okay, I guess we're low-key delaying it. I don't know. I was kind of trying to see if there's some weird shit with his shadow. I'm sorry, cut to black. This is interesting. She's supposed to live alone, right? But we're kind of like deluding ourselves. Is this open? I guess some people don't lock their doors. Specialty tea sets. Okay, remembering the other day? No, okay. Dreams become a way of life. Huh. Someone dreamed for this to happen? For this world to be like this? What happens to her apartment now? Oh. Okay, we need to fucking talk to her. Fucking let's get some answers out of her. Cause like I said, there's so much shit that, like, who is she contracted to? Okay, yeah, she has some weird connection to us. Yeah, I guess she technically didn't become someone else yet. Bro. Even in the labyrinth, the one from yesterday, or last episode, there were like buildings too in the background, no? Even though like we were in the middle of the hospital? I don't know. Actually, I guess technically we entered from the outside, but I don't know. I'm trying to justify that maybe this is a labyrinth. Gee, like, what the fuck is this? I mean, it could just be some like installation. Change your fate. Alright, ask some questions. Because she time traveled. She actually has way more years of experience? Maybe? Perhaps? I won't deny it. Yeah, you included. Okay, ominous music. Sun went behind the building. Okay. What about the school? No? What about the soul gem? Okay, at least it's not like some weird situation where like nobody just remembers her existence. Okay. I mean, this specifically looks fucking weird. Yeah. Not every hero gets recognized. Yeah. Okay. Wish mentioned again. We fight for our own wishes. I mean, that's literally the contract, right? We give you a wish, you have to fight. Huh. Oh, whoa. What was that? Okay, well, nothing. Foreshadowing? Ominous? I don't know. If I had to guess, would Homura get axed? Maybe closer to the end. I mean, okay, here's a weird thing. There's supposedly like a new movie coming out, right? Is that like spin-off? I don't know. That kind of like makes me think. Okay, if I didn't know that, right? I mean, we don't know anything about whatever that movie is coming out, and honestly, don't tell me anything. Okay. But I was gonna say that there is a possibility that I don't know everyone fucking dies, but since there are there's more stuff coming still, probably not. But you forgot about me from the other timeline. No, I don't know. Can this be? Yeah, that's what we keep saying, right? She's so naive. I don't know. She's indecisive. That's probably gonna screw someone else over. Okay. Where's the miracle? I'm waiting for the miracle. I don't know. Is this miracles can happen or something like that? They can. Doesn't mean it will. CD. Okay. Okay. If these are important details, I don't know. If it's if this requires outside knowledge, I can't do anything about this. But QB said he was just talking to Madoka, right? Sayaka could still become a magical girl. Yes. Okay. It's just because of your relationship with him, right? Oh. I mean, these okay. Well, I'll wait. Okay. Before we don't get a chance to. I don't know. The patterns on the rug are kind of like the stuff we kind of see in the labyrinth. And this is kind of what we're talking about, right? Yeah, like these shapes, these fucking little things. But right, this is kind of what we're talking about. Like, if she cures him with the idea that he'll get to play music again, I don't know. I guess he hates music, so I don't know. Maybe he's just being emotional. Okay. Yeah, fair. Holy shit. This guy's on maximum despair. Well, I mean, I guess that's why the witch was here in the first place. Okay, well, I guess he wants to be cured. Okay, maybe this is the miracle? This is a miracle, right? We go get a wish. Miracle. Magic. Yeah, here it is. Oh no. We're fucked. Goodbye, see you tomorrow. Fuck that shit. Yeah, because he said goodbye to Madoka. It was fun, it was short, but he only said that to Madoka. And he's fucking blacked out too. His Sayaka's fucked. Rip Sayaka. Oh, he's probably not yet. Yeah, we need that. He told me. Yo, okay. That's the last person I was expecting, but we don't know what's going on with her, right? I don't know. I kind of probably just said it, just randomly, just throwing random shit out there, but there was nothing to indicate that this would happen, right? What, she's jealous that you guys are leaving her behind? Whoa. Okay, I don't know. That's just the fucking LCD screen, but far better than here. I guess. Scene change again, but I don't know. Yeah. Oh, yo, there's a lot of them. Okay. Yo, this is, bro, super fucking witch here. Cell phone number. Bro, 2011? Bro, I swear to God, some adults didn't even have cell phone numbers. At least here in Canada. I don't know. Would you just make some assumptions that this was released in 2011, but the timeline is in 2011? Clearly not, right? With the technology that's going on. Assuming this isn't some fucking weird pocket dimension. Okay. Bro, this is some super despair pit. Who busts in here? Sayaka? With her new powers? Bro. What kind of... I mean, she's not wrong, but the kind of... I mean, the mom's kind of a troll, right? The story's called Madoka Magica, right? Surely we don't fucking die here. She's so naive. Like, you really know. We really gave you the full explanation. What the witches do. What these marks mean. Like, you're fucking yelling at them. It's not gonna do anything. I don't know, this is so creepy, it's funny. What was that? What was that? I don't know, you guys had every fucking camera angle. I mean, I'm sure this is a slight exaggeration, but... Okay. I thought we were having like a crack in space-time or something. I don't know, people can just fucking start using those broken glass shards. I don't know, I thought this was like the same lady from last time. No. Alright, somebody help. Homura? Sayaka? Long hair ponytail girl? Mom? No? What if we end up in a labyrinth? The witch would come here, you know? So this place would just turn into a labyrinth? What the fuck? Yeah, no? Witch. We become familiar? Yo, what the fuck? Okay, any detail with this shit? Oh, yo, that's a pretty fucking creepy frame. Yo, she's fucking... What? Okay, sure that's just for visual effect, no? Oh my god. Huh? Okay, what just happened to her? What the fuck? Okay. Huh. Okay, where were we? We were kind of like in shipment district? I don't know. Some fucking construction area. This does not match the scenery. It's like Ferris or like merry-go-round. Oh, mommy. Okay, are you playing that scene? I don't know. Just trying to see if there's like any like secret thing here. Maybe there is. Oh my god. What again? Yo. What the fuck? Okay, someone's here. Saika? Homura? Little bro? Saika. Oh my god. Yo. She looks pretty badass here. What's her power though? She's shooting guns, right? Not a baseball bat? Oh my god. 2011 aura farming. Wait. I don't know, it's too fast. These are... Does the scene mommy shedding a tear? We just busted the TV though, but Sayaka... Was that when they were on the bridge? Because Sayaka wasn't there when they were in the labyrinth. She's using a sword. Okay, the witch is the TV. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Oh, that's pretty ominous. I don't know, everything about this show is fucking ominous. Okay. Okay. Yep, you did it. First time on the job, yeah. Homura? Well, because you didn't talk to her, you only talked to us. Oh my god. You think she's gonna like go down this route that's like... Cause she doesn't like her, right? She doesn't like her. Even though Homura gives off the vibe she's trying to help us, Sayaka's gonna get in the way. And then we might have to make a choice between both of these. We have to side with Homura or Sayaka. And then we might end up siding with Homura instead. Vip Sayaka. Sayaka goes fucking bye-bye. No? Alright. Bro's cured. Dark blue. Shit's creepy as fuck. Remember, monkey paw situation. He might be cured, but he might not be cured. I mean, he'll be cured, but he becomes a fucking witch. Yeah, bro. You can use your hand again, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. He's there. He's here. Ponytail girl? What the fuck is that camera angle? Right. Yeah. Because there was another girl in the ending. Okay, I guess that's the next mini arc. Sayaka versus this person. Kyoko. Beat the crap out of her. Yeah, literally. Okay. Okay, this is the same ending, right? Okay. Still not sure what to make out of this part here. I don't know, like Madoka going to fucking fetal position and being in the eye of this weird thing. I don't know. Maybe it has to do with like someone's kind of spectating us, and we are living in someone's fucking illusion world, labyrinth world. Okay. Guess I'm flying high. Okay. I will never regret it. Sayaka? Probably not. I don't know if they want to kind of throw a curveball. Who will never regret it? I don't know. Something happens to Sayaka? I don't know. Okay. Okay, well. New girl is red. Okay, we'll... I accidentally went back to here, but actually, yeah. New girl's red. So... Green? Hitomi's green, right? I don't know. Right? Maybe there might be another green girl, but... Okay. This is interesting now. Because we don't count Homer as green, right? I don't know. These are also colored. Could this make sense of anything? No, I don't know. Okay. Let's not spend 10 years on that. Okay. Empty desk here. Is Hitomi in class? Where does Hitomi sit? Is this Hitomi going AFK? There's 2 desks empty. Was it always like this? Hitomi's in our class, right? Is this Sayaka? Hair's too light. I don't know. Okay, I don't know. Something about this episode felt a little more straightforward. Right, we pretty much started off with the aftermath of the hospital fight. Right, Sayaka and Madoka are kind of talking again about the choice to become a magical girl. Madoka declines here. So I guess that answers one of our questions before. Can we decline? Yeah. But I guess even last episode he kind of implied that he was giving us a choice. I don't know. Mommy's apartment is gonna stay like this for a bit. If for some weird reason we need to break off from our family, I guess we can live here and no one will notice. We literally just walked in, right? It was unlocked. So I'm kind of trying to think of a word other than ominous. I feel like I used that too much already. But yeah, we had a conversation here with Homer, and Madoka was like, "I'll never forget mommy." Homer said she's jealous, and she's like, "Oh, I'll never forget you either." I don't know, something to just note there. Okay, Sayaka's bro was pretty much on the brink of despair, but we kind of used our wish to cure him. So we do end up going that route. But we showed at the end here, he also looked kind of creepy here. So surely there's some weird shit, some crazy shit's gonna happen here. Hitomi got the kiss of the witch. So it seems like the people that get it, right? The witches spread negative thoughts. But so far, everyone else we've seen, like, it seems like they actually had something going wrong. Well, actually, we don't know, right? The first lady that was jumping off the building? I mean, I guess technically everyone, even if their life is mostly good, might have some negative thoughts. So, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't read too much into that. But because like I said, we don't really know what the hell Hitomi's doing on the side, so I guess there's no point in like speculating that. Other than maybe she's just like, oh, my friends are leaving me. Sayaka and Madoka are leaving me. Maybe I'm a shit friend or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, Sayaka came to save the day. She got some new cool powers. She looked pretty badass in action. Meanwhile, the Magi replacement showed up, but yeah, since Sayaka's here now, she's like, damn, what the hell? This is supposed to be my area, and looks like the next conflict or big conflict. I don't know. We might get some stuff in between, but we're gonna have this Kyoko girl. Her name was Kyoko, right? Versus Sayaka. I don't know. Anything else minor? I don't know. The appearance of this labyrinth didn't really match up with the surrounding area. Well, I don't know. I don't really know where they went. They kind of like went in. This looked like some Shimment dock area, right? warehouse area. The witch was a TV. I don't know, there was that egg thing where the egg looked like the fucking QB. I don't know, maybe those like little circular things. It looked like QB's eyes because someone actually was watching through. And then that relates to the ending where someone's watching Madoka. And that's why this whole world is a labyrinth because yeah, I don't know, we're like living in someone's freaking dream or something. I don't know. It's too complex. We'll think about it a little bit more. Okay, it's Reddit time. I don't know, kind of unrelated specifically to the episode, but I was thinking of like doing this for like all reactions. So I guess the live ones, right? Like, because I go to these threads anyways, and I don't know, sometimes people say something interesting. Depends how early I watch the episode though, because if I watch it like early, then sometimes there's not enough comments. There's nothing really interesting. I don't know. Okay, let's go on with the thread. This is episode 4, 2025 thread. Okay, theories of the day. Okay, I'm handing out a twofer again. Does anyone else feel that Mommy was originally trying to get Madoka and Sayaka to agree to the contract? No, we didn't read this yesterday, but I need to get more signups to reason, but when Madoka told her why she wanted to become a magical girl, genuinely wanted... Yeah. Oh, well, someone also came up with that idea, right? Well, someone was saying that, like, Mommy was, like, pushing them to do it. So I guess these are not entirely related to the episode. What does this have to do with this episode? Because I was thinking, like... Well, yesterday's thread, the first theory was about Sayaka fucking getting axed, but then the second one was mine, where I said Mommy's gonna get axed. Mine was correct. I mean, Sayaka will probably still get axed. I still think so. So I don't know. Maybe these aren't super related exactly to the episode. I don't know. Maybe they are. And I guess we made it again. The layout of everything is weird because everything is a labyrinth. Okay, we kind of talked about this already. Yeah, I don't know. There's something we're cooking, and it has to do. If I have to elaborate on that, I don't know. My next layer to this is because we keep seeing like weird shit with eyes in the ending and the fucking egg yolk. So we are being observed. I don't know. Okay, whatever. Okay, question of the day. So let's maintain a rewatch tradition and ask, how old were you when you first brushed up against mortality? As far as I can remember, maybe twice when I was 7. First time. Okay, the first one's not that serious, but like I tripped and then I got like, we were literally about to go to like a restaurant as a family. I freaking tripped, got glass stuck in my hand. And yeah, I don't know, I was like freaking out. I had to get like stitches and everything. But the second one was actually pretty fucking scary. I was visiting some cousins in the Philippines, and they kind of like live in the middle of nowhere. So they had like some crazy guard dogs, and I almost got my fucking head chewed out by one of them. Because they didn't know who we were, right? We just kind of show up there, and I was like kind of running between houses, and I fell, and then dogs started attacking me, and like, yeah. Luckily, someone came to save me like fucking seconds before anything happened, but that's actually why. I don't remember what reaction was, but I was watching something and I got triggered because some guy, I think it was Witch Watch. Yeah, it was Witch Watch. Some guy in the episode, like his dog was off the leash and he was like just smiling. Oh, it's okay. My dog was, it's whatever. He's trained to not be. I'm like, no shit, dude. Fuck that shit. Satomi Sensei is talking about dating older women. Does anyone else find it interesting that this is spread around in manga these days? I don't know. I feel like that has to do with what I said, right? Right, like old ideology is that by like your mid-20s you should be married, have kids, have a house or whatever. Like obviously that's not obtainable for like everyone in these modern times, right? You have the idea of the Japanese Christmas cake, which I think is like 26 is the cutoff. I guess 1 year after 25. But yeah, with I guess more people being older and single, I feel like it's a theme that's more relatable, so it's gonna appear more. When one is capable rather than obligated, called but not conscripted, what do you owe the faceless people around you? Is this kind of related to like what we were talking about with Homura? About how like she's kind of just, well, Homura said we fight for our wishes, right? But it sounds like Madoka, well, her wish is to be able to fight for people, right? Yeah, I don't know, maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but because this could get too deep compared to all the other questions we had so far. We'll just go with the simple answer to this. Okay, let's say this was me. I can't become a magical girl, so I was gonna say like we'll apply this to the show, but like if I had superpowers and there was some like threat that was like, I don't know, taking out the city, I would prioritize myself first, people around me, or people close to me. And then if I can, in an ideal situation, the faceless people around me, if I could save them, I would. But if I can't, I also wouldn't feel bad. I don't know if that kind of answers the question. I don't know. These are just like random questions, so I don't know. Let's not spend too much time on it. So in the setting, suicides and suicide cults are often which you influence. Does that make it any better? I'm not sure what does that make it any better mean. I don't know. This is just an anime reaction channel. I feel like this is not the setting to kind of discuss something like this. Why do you think this witch is inflicting emotional damage on Madoka? This witch? So the one that the TV one, right? That's a good question. Because it was sent to us specifically from whatever's observing us. I don't know. That's my theory. Okay. Let's take a look at some of the other comments. First timers. Okay, well, how many first timers again? 3? 4? This guy's dubbed. 5? Okay, I don't know. Fuck, somehow each video is getting longer and longer. I'll just stick to the first 2. Okay. Okay, this dude's back at school. Nice, nice, nice. I'll probably clock in more participation on these threads than in class. Yeah. Okay. Live reactions, getting deep. I'm happy to see the show get into the nitty-gritty and ask, why do I want to wish to help this person? Yeah. And I talked about that holy sunny side up egg PTSD. This grief is so real and hard-hitting, it's rough to watch Madoka like this. Okay, I don't know. Am I just weird for making the connection between the circle yoke? I mean, they zoomed in on it, right? This quiet OST is starting to Pavlov me into getting the feels the same way the ReZero Restart OST did with Fear. Fear was the name of one of the OSTs, right? I don't remember specifically which one that was. No way, that's it. Goodbye, Space Cat. I bet I can find it. Yeah. That's like in the moment, right? If you're paying very specific to the dialogue, he specifically said goodbye, Madoka. I really appreciate how kind and human Madoka is taking this death right now. Homer also being a good foil and displaying the cold hard facts about reality. I can see an end where Madoka takes the place of Homer being the cold war-torn magical girl. Yeah. I definitely appreciate if Homer survived, though. That is the thing, too, right? Like, kind of did talk about how the ending shows us running into the dark. Wild possibility of us becoming a witch, but I think it's possible Homer doesn't make it either. But why do you be so cryptic with your warnings? That is true, right? Like, maybe related to... No. Because she had powers before. I was going to say, right? Like, if she had powers to, like, go back in time, right? Let's say that's her power. But she can't, like, use her power to talk to people. That's why it has to be cryptic. And that might that actually might make sense, right? Because we saw during her fight, she kind of just kept jumping in and out, right? It looked more like spatial abilities than time abilities, right? But that could it lines up. It lines up with why she knows everything, right? Because she kind of experienced everything already, but she cannot use her knowledge of the future. So I don't know, monkey paw situation. Holy shit, violinist, bro. We at rock bottom and has given up. Okay, everyone's got a witch hickey and Madoka got dragged into a zombie horde. Homer, time to swoop in. Okay, no, yeah. Okay, liking this labyrinth acid trip. I wonder if, like, someone on substances watching this, just like, I don't know, what we're going there. Okay, Psycho with the sword, and of course Homer watching. Yeah, and then of course this now new character. I wonder how Madoka is gonna try and talk no jutsu her, except for it to not work and someone get hurt maybe. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Her naivety might fucking get Psycho killed. I'm not too sure, but it seems we're going down the path of breaking down Madoka's kindness and purity. Can't wait to see how the Psycho ex-violinist story plays out, and if the sacrifice on her end becomes worth it. Hopefully she doesn't get killed before getting to hear him play again. That's the thing. We cured him, but we need to hear exactly what her wish was. What if we cured him, but he can't play? Something like that, right? Okay, I wonder what it'll take for Madoka to contract. Maybe she just suffers watching magical girls around her the entire time. Completely breaks down and becomes a witch or something. Okay, he's kind of onto what we're talking about too. Okay, because what I'm thinking, she becomes a witch, right? All the witches have non-humanoid forms, but that could also be related to their curse, right? Somehow, the drawing that she has, like, she draws some, like, weird-ass uniform, right? Actually, no, the uniform's fine, but she draws herself weird, right? Like, with the circle eyes that are kind of the same as, like, cubies. What if that is her wish form? She's not a magical girl, she's a witch. Interesting. Just coming with absolute tragic endings so I don't get devastated by anything. I mean, that's the game, right? Okay. Other first-timer, this will be the last one. I'll probably just read some of the other ones too. So Mommy is staying dead, at least for a few episodes. Makes sense. You need the characters to grieve and all. This isn't copium, I swear. Sacrificing your safety and your future for the sake of a guy? Yeah, Sayaka's a teenage girl, right? I bet $1 million he ditches her and as soon as he gets popular again. Okay. I don't know, kind of unrelated, but because, like, one of my Reddit accounts is new, so it recommended, like, a college admissions for, like, my area. And the top post of, like, yesterday or something was like, the guy got accepted to, like, one of the top universities here, Waterloo, but his girlfriend didn't, and she's gonna go to, like, some shittier university. And he was, like, asking which one should he pick. I don't know, it was just funny reading the comments for that. I'm surprised QB actually left them. Maybe it's because he can just magically appear when they are in need. Yeah. Which is basically what he did. Madoka telling Homer she won't forget her definitely hurt her because she's already forgotten her. Exactly. Yeah. Right. That's kind of what we were talking about too. Like assuming the dream was really the past. Don't drink the Kool-Aid Madoka. The scene reminds me of the offline meeting. Okay, I didn't watch NHK, so FFS Madoka. How many times are you gonna forget their numbers? Isn't that like the first thing teenage girls do? Just call the police at this point. Yeah, that is true, right? Like, what if you just call someone else? But, I mean, at least for this specific thing, right? When there's a bunch of people about to, like, just off themselves. On top of it, they were about to start a fire, right? Police might have helped, but I don't know. Pleasantly surprised that we are now over a third of the way through this anime, and Madoka still isn't a magical girl. You'd think that it would be boring, but it's actually super interesting. The last magical girl show I tried to watch was Sailor Moon Crystal, and I got bored and dropped 5 episodes in. Was this a new one? If Mommy dying isn't enough to kick her into gear, I don't know what would. Maybe Sayaka getting her shit kicked in by this red hair girl? Yeah. We kind of go the route that this other dude was talking about, and we kind of suspect it might too. Sayaka gets her shit kicked in, but she doesn't become a magical girl, she becomes a witch instead. Oh, okay, this guy's answering the questions. 1. Experienced near death when he fell off a speeding horse. Because he didn't get any trauma. Bro, I got trauma. I got trauma from dogs. Number 2 about the Christmas cake stuff. Yeah, is this when the Christmas cake sensei originated? No way, right? I don't know. I feel like no. Not originating, maybe popularized. No, either way, I'm eating that Christmas cake no matter how stale. Okay, objectively, you owe them nothing, right? But it's important to give back more than you take in this world. Not too much, though. You can't give them everything, or else you end up like the giving tree. Yeah, I mean, I agree with this. What was number 4 again? Okay, so he's going that route. This is not really, it removes the agency. Number 5. For the lulz. I don't know. Okay, well. Interesting things. I like reading these because it kind of helps maybe like give me ideas too for maybe strengthen some of the weird shit that we're coming up with. But yeah, we'll cut it here for now. Recording's somehow longer than yesterday's. I'll try and cut it down again, but I don't know. There's a movie at some point, right? I don't know. I haven't recorded a movie yet. I guess like the longest recording I had was like my friggin' Reddit awards. That was like almost 90 minutes or even more, I think. I don't know. We'll see what happens then. What day is that too? That's the thing. I do have some stuff next week that might make the scheduling a little weird. Rebellion story? Is this a movie? I don't know. Okay, these do not have to be correct, mind you. Yeah. Okay, well, yeah. Somehow we had a few more. Alright, yeah, let's actually just cut it for real here this time. Alright. Thanks for joining me on this Madoka journey. It's been pretty interesting so far. And yeah, I'll get you guys in the next video.